The first time I ate octopus was in takoyaki when I just arrived in Japan to further my studies when I received Japanese scholarship Mombusho. The first takoyaki I tasted was in front of Niigata station. If I'm not mistaken, the shop name was Gindako at that time. This was more than 2 decades ago, my first takoyaki. I tasted my first octopus when I was just about to turn adult in Japan. Takoyaki was actually introduced by my husband during that time, but at that time we had a junior and senior relationship. So now that our family members growing and especially the boys has grown big, so my husband starts to cook homemade takoyaki. After pandemic, we start to buy fresh octopus for the first time so that husband can make takoyaki and make everyone feel satisfied with the amount of takoyaki that we can eat. So after 15 years of marriage and falling in love with each other more than 20 years, we buy our first octopus in Kota Kinabalu.
Itu bawal berapa?
Bawal 20. Kurita.
Oke.
Ya, thank you.
Medium-sized octopus price range is between 15 to 20 ringgit Malaysia per kilogram in the fish market at the center of Kota Kinabalu. Surprisingly, from our observation that the octopus price is quite stable, so it doesn't fluctuate much. And we found this interesting because octopus is not our staple food. So not everyone will buy octopus or cook octopus. This made us wonder why octopus is in demand because the price is not considered cheap seafood, but it's not very commonly used in our local cuisine. After cleaning the octopus, husband will separate the part that we will use for takoyaki and then the rest for cooking other dishes, so not to waste any part of the octopus. The small part of the octopus tentacles, sometimes we cook it with pasta or vermicelli rice or noodles. The first time we visited Api-Api night food market, we saw a long queue waiting for this grilled octopus, and looks like most of it are tourists. Since we just had our dinner at a nearby restaurant, so we decided to get the grilled octopus on the next visit. And this is our second visit to Api-Api night food market, which is held every Friday and Saturday night. It's very popular with tourists and also locals. First time we saw a long queue like this, more than at least 30 meters, and the stall is not even open yet, still getting ready. So later we'll come back and see what items
Cumi-cumi
this
bawa apa?
stall selling.
Nantilah balik nanti. Round dulu.
Papa Little Princess wants to taste this yogurt drink. Tastes very nice. Reminds me a little bit like Kalpi's drink.
Tidaklah, saya masih kenyang lagi. Nak jalan-jalan untuk ni.
Mangga baru nak sampai.
Kan Nabi? Delicious.
It's also fruit stall at this night market offering local fruits.
Dengan si
Siapa? Ambil dah gambar dia.
So now let's look at stalls that have long waiting line. So this is the longest waiting line, which earlier in the video that we show that people start to line up before the stall even open. Looks like it's a confectionery store, and this is also a very popular stall. People lining up for fried foods, and this stall selling corn dog is also very popular with long waiting lines with family with kids.
Aduh sayang, kau mau saya singgah ke Gunung Kinabalu sama sungai Pegalan. Baru kau mau percaya dengan kata-kata dusun. Naratiku punang bunuh tibur sengku, kekurut tukongingis. Aduh sayang, kau mau saya singgah ke Gunung Kinabalu sama sungai Pegalan. Kau mau percaya dengan kata-kataku saya original. Aduh sayang, kau mau saya singgah ke Gunung Kinabalu sama sungai Pegalan.
There are 4 selections of the sauce that is available, from sweet to very spicy. We only bought 60 gram of the octopus and we can choose 2 types of sauce. So we decided on the original sauce and also spicy sambal belacan. When we are choosing the sauce, we did ask how spicy the sambal belacan sauce is, and they said it was really spicy. But since we have
Oh, masin kan?
lived
Rasa
in
masin.
Sabah,
Dia salut
really
dengan garam
Sabah
kan?
spicy
Sebab dia rasa
is
masin.
not that spicy, but this time it's really spicy. So if you can't take the heat, so don't take the sambal belacan
Biasanya
spicy
pedas juga.
sauce. Take the other 3 sauce. The grilled octopus tastes a little bit salty because I think they
Alah, dah ada
put
air pula, Bin.
salt before they grill the octopus on the octopus. In this night market, other street food that use octopus will be the takoyaki. After visiting the food night market, now I understand why the octopus, even though it's not commonly used in our local cuisine, it has a very stable price all year round, and it's not a cheap seafood because it has a very high demand for our food street supply. It was shocking to see the price of frozen octopus tentacles in the supermarket. Fresh ones are way much cheaper than the one that sell in the frozen section of the supermarket.
Tu tak boleh buat. Takut takoyaki. Ini buat benda-benda lain lah. Goreng ke apa. Untuk takoyaki macam ni. Ha, ni. Yang firm-firm ni.
Ada hagotai.
Ha.